population of Athens is over 3 million. And like in every large city, the sights and sounds vary. But when we are walking the streets, it appears that there are as many motorcycles and mopeds as there are people. Our modest hotel, Acropolis Ami, is a 20-minute walk from Acropolis. It has tiny rooms, tiny beds, tiny bathrooms, and even more tiny Wi-Fi speed. But it has wonderful front desk people, great breakfast, we do not want to stop eating in the morning, and a spectacular view balcony. We buy our bread and groceries at the local stores around the corner and enjoy our dinner with a view. Northwest of Acropolis is Agora. Agora was a central public space in ancient Greek city-states. It was used for assemblies, markets, spiritual and political life of the city. There are ruins of many buildings in Agora, but two structures stand out: Temple of Hephaestus and the reconstructed Stoa of Attalus. First, the temple. The Doric temple of Hephaestus was finished in 415 BC and is well preserved because it was used as St. George Church until 1834. The Stoa of Attalus was built by and named after King Attalus II of Pergamon, who ruled between 159 and 138 BC. Stoa is a covered walkway or portico used for civic and commercial purposes. It was fully reconstructed in 1952 and now houses the Agora Museum. In the museum, we are witnessing an arrival of a newly discovered statue.
Emperor Hadrian loved the Greek culture. He frequently visited Greece. There are several places in Athens bearing his name. Here is the Library of Hadrian. It was built around 132 AD. In the library, only part of the western wall, framed by the Corinthian columns, is still standing. Between the Library of Hadrian and the slopes of Acropolis is the Roman Forum with the Tower of the Winds at the eastern edge of it. The Forum was built in the 1st century BC and has not yet been fully excavated. The Wikipedia says that the Tower of the Winds, built around 50 BC, is considered to be the world's first meteorological station. It's a combination of sundials, a water clock, and a wind vane. East of Acropolis is the remnants of the once colossal temple of Olympian Zeus. Construction began in the Archaic period, in the 6th century BC, but was only completed during the reign of Hadrian. It had 104 gigantic columns and is renowned as the largest temple in Greece. 16 of the columns are still standing. Near the temple is the Ark of Hadrian, with the Rock of Acropolis in the background.
A short walk from the Temple of Zeus is an ancient stadium. It was built in 330 BC, primarily for Panathenaic games, a combination of religious festival and athletic competitions. By 144 BC, it was rebuilt entirely in marble and had a capacity of 50,000 seats. The stadium was excavated in 1869 and hosted the first modern Olympics in 1896, and once again in 2004. On the day we went to the Archeological Museum, my wife got a present from a taxi driver, a nice bouquet of laurel and poppy flowers. The Archeological Museum is full of interesting objects. There are several that are especially beautiful. Here is the famous bronze statue of Zeus. And this is a bit younger, 340 BC statue of youth holding a round object.